Hello, hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. And I understand we are a little late.
That's fine.
We're going to blame Walter. As always, he's the reason.
I've been blamed my whole life.
He is the reason, but we are back. We are back. But we are delayed. Well, we were delayed for a good reason because Walter had to go to Oregon.
I did. I had to go out to Portland, Oregon.
Now, what Portland, Oregon has to do with a hip hop?
I know.
90s Memphis hip hop.
Yeah, because Portland is by far the whitest place I've been.
Ooh, honey.
Yeah. It was cool though.
It looked very.
Like I think it was me, Saheed, Marco, and maybe two other black people in the whole city. And one of them was my Uber driver.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. African.
Jamaican. I actually talked to him yesterday.
Oh, did you?
We kind of connected. It's kind of like, I'll tell the story real quick. So it was like, when I was getting ready to leave, I went back to the bookstore to kind of find the book. Someone was calling me to go to the bookstore to find this book. Uh-huh. I get there, the book wasn't there, even though they said it was online. I thought I'd take this long-ass Uber ride over here. Uh-huh. I had to find another book. It was cool, but it still wasn't like what I felt like I came, my mission was.
What was the book called?
I can't think of the name of the other book.
Okay. Because Moni said you've been reading a book lately.
Yeah,
is that the book?
But it was another book. Oh, okay. Matter of fact, so this is the book I got when I went back. Questlove's book, Music.
Okay.
Music is History.
Okay.
And so it talks about his life and how different songs and music kind of tie into his memories and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, I ended up getting that book, but that wasn't what I went to get. So I was like, okay, God, what was my mission? Why did I feel so strongly about going to this bookstore? So then my Uber driver pulls up, and it's a black dude, and we started talking, and he started talking about how he's he does something I think called the image of Portland or Portland image, where he tries to highlight, black people and positive things and things that you might not know about necessarily. And he was like, he did that in Jamaica. He was like, you need to try to do some of these things in Memphis. Like, I'm just trying to connect with different brothers and try to put this network together. Uh-huh. And so it was so cool. We just kind of started talking and had a good conversation. And so we kind of exchanged numbers and everything. And so, yeah, I feel like meeting him was the reason for that whole excursion. So, and like I said, we talked the other day. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So that's pretty cool. Cool little relationship there.
Yeah. So yeah, you were in Oregon for
the audio drama.
Right. For almost a week.
Yeah. And so we had to go through 7 or 8 episodes. So we recorded back in June in the summertime. We recorded here with 30, 40 voice actors. Marco Pave, his wife, Zandria, they wrote, directed this audio drama. So we had all these voice actors in, A-Ball, Kid Shine, made some appearances, some other people. So it was real cool. So we had to go out there to kind of work on the set design or sound design. And so the producer out there, he's good with, he does a lot of podcast and film work where, he do like Foley and sound where, you put in artificial sound or just kind of make the scene up with the background sounds and stuff. So with it being audio drama, not visual, we got to create the scene with the sound. So we were out there working on that. Mm-hmm. That was cool, yeah. And a little chance to kind of get a little mini vacation in and, chill and, decompress.
Because I'm going to tell you who wasn't chilling and decompressing was me.
How was your week?
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
And
but you can handle it.
But you know how I do, though. I will push and push and go and go and go until my body says,
sit down.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
And that's what I did that whole week. I went and I pushed and I drove and I drove and I drove. And I drove some more.
Doing double duty.
Until, I think by you left Tuesday. So probably by Thursday after work, I was just like, yeah, I'm so done. I'm so over this whole single parenting. Angie did help me with picking up. She picked up, Moni. But besides that, I still was doing a lot of driving. And I couldn't do my thing like I usually like to do,
Kind of get into the work mode, had an hour of work mode before picking on up?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I like to drop, on off, and I like to go to Hot Works if I can, and kind of, do my thing while she's at dance, and then I go home and I make sure dinner is done, and then I relax. I didn't get to do any of those things while you were gone.
Well,
But of course, I enjoy my babies.
right.
I just realized, and I thought about this on the way over here in this rain that we got going on. It's so messy today, y'all. But the hair is hairing, and it's good that it's
Yeah,
messy
it's kind of holding
outside.
up. It's holding up through the
Yeah, my natural
the
hair is out.
humidity.
Yes, it needs the humidity, actually.
It looks like it has a lot of bounce and body to it.
Okay, we'll take it.
Okay.
But anyway, I realized that coming over here, I hate driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate driving now. I absolutely hate driving. And I don't know if it's because I've driven so much. I've been driving since I was 16.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that, not to cut you off, but I was thinking about that the other day. I think that's what it is. We've been driving so long.
Oh my God. And I remember even at the old salon, I used to drive all the girls to the hair shows. And if anywhere we need to go, I'm driving out of town. I'm driving here. I'm driving there. I'm driving there. And yes, you drive.
Yeah, because you
drive.
already know I'm finna.
You drive because I'm over it. Look, you already know if we in the car together.
Yeah.
I'm passenger princess all day.
So I'm gonna say it anyway. So all the driving you talking about doing,
I know.
tagging on to my driving anytime we go out of town, hours and hours at a time. That's sexist.
Listen,
I'm not gonna let you get away with
in
that.
our world.
That's a sexist comment.
In our world, you're the man. You're gonna drive, and I
don't feel safe with nobody else driving anyway.
I know, and even when I'm taking Mona to school in the morning, I be looking at her like, you get this cat nap in.
Oh, every day. She
you
just be over there chilling.
I'm like, I need to be there. You need to be driving. Use your
she gonna be
permit.
driving soon enough. Don't you worry.
I'm trying to be passenger princess. I even thought about it. I was like, when we're older, I think I mentioned to you, I want to be in a city where it's public transportation.
Yeah, I'd love if we had that here, just to be able to.
Oh, the public transportation here in Memphis sucks.
No, I'm saying, but if we had something like that,
if we had it, I would be on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so over driving, and I think about just like on the way over here, it was just raining. I saw about 3 wrecks. It was a whole bumper on blocking the Union exit. I'm just like, what is happening here?
Yeah, you get the potholes in the street,
potholes,
all that type
the
of stuff.
raggedy. I'm just like, I'm so over driving. But either way, Oregon. I love that you got to go to Oregon, and I love that experience for you, and I love that you got to experience a different city. But I'm so glad you're home.
I'm glad to be home. Like always, I think I miss you too. I think I saw a meme or something. It's like, did I send it to you? The guy was like, he'd be so ready, be excited about business travel. He found out he going out of town for business.
I think I saw that.
He be like, yeah. Then he get there, he like, it's all lonely in the room. Like he come out trying to tell a little stupid joke. Ain't nobody out there. Waking up, going to bed by yourself. Yeah, it is kind of that part about it is lonely, But
you got lonely.
It's good, yeah.
Shut up.
I had my computer in my.
Yeah.
I was good to go.
That's how we do. We like, oh, I miss you so much. Then we get
and then, okay, yep.
All right.
I'll let you later, right?
You gonna be in here or you gonna be in there?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. But I do miss you.
Yeah.
We have our moments.
Oh, it's all good. I'm back.
You
What
know?
else going on, man?
Oh my gosh. So
What else? So we've been gone how long?
we did miss a week.
We missed a week because of me.
Yes.
So we was actually supposed to film.
A lot. Yeah, we supposed to.
A lot has happened.
We were supposed to film the week you were gone.
Right.
And we tried to do it.
What happened?
But we just couldn't get it. We just couldn't get
we
people
couldn't
together.
get
We couldn't get everything
That's
together.
right.
But a lot happened since the last episode. We gotta talk about RIPs. A lot
of RIPs.
Man, a lot of people. A lot of people, a lot of beings we're missing, and but we're gonna talk about the most important one to us today first.
My man. My dog.
August 24th. Was it August 24th?
Yeah, that's Saturday.
August 24th, Saturday, we lost Buster Person.
Buster Person. Moment of silence for Buster. Okay. Yep.
Buster Person, our beloved miniature schnauzer. Ooh. Our beloved miniature schnauzer. We lost Buster.
How long have we had him?
We had him 11 years.
11 years.
So he was 77.
He did good because I was looking at the range. They were like from like 10 to 14 years is
Well,
what they
I thought
really.
we was gonna get at least 14.
Well, but that's high. That's the high end.
Is
They were
that the
like,
high end?
yeah, they were like 10 to 14. Is what I saw.
Well, it was just wishful thinking. But if you guys don't know, I did post it, but he dealt with diabetes, and that took his sight. He was blind towards the end, and then he had some kidney issues going on. So, and we just couldn't do it as far as treatment. We barely getting the girls to dance, and I know people have to make this hard decision, and we had to make it. We were not going to do insulin twice a day because we just didn't have time. We were not going to do doggy dialysis, which is basically plugging him up to a sack of solution and sticking it in his little body. Who gonna do that?
Some people might do it.
I mean, yeah, you retired and you sitting at home.
Or if you just...
And but I just physically, and then they were saying, if you couldn't do it, you take him to the vet. I was like, I'm barely getting him to the vet today.
Yeah. No, I think it was, I think we made the right decision. I think it was time. He lived a good life.
He lived a great life.
It wasn't, yeah. I mean,
but I almost felt like the vet kind of made me feel some kind of way about it. Like, I don't even think I'm not going back there. And I hate to say that, but I'm not going back to that vet. I just feel like he didn't handle it.
They want some money.
I mean, I get that, but it's like, have a little compassion for me. Like, I know I have to, because he was like, well, if you're not going to do that, then you just got to put him down. It's not fair to him. You think I want to be unfair to him?
Right.
I mean, it was very,
but again,
I mean,
and I feel in that position here, you want a little bit more compassion, but to them, it's just another dog. You just another dog parent. They look at you another bill.
Well, Germantown Animal Hospital was very kind to us. And so
I hope they sent you something for this endorsement.
I don't know, but they sent me a bill.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we ended up
right. Look, after all that, they didn't say, okay, we're gonna keep this bill.
They were like, you don't have to pay today.
Right, but we're gonna send your ass this bill. Yeah,
right.
Take this tissue with you.
Right.
Yeah.
But they were very kind, and we got to have a whole funeral.
Yeah.
We got to get people together for. I know it was a whole thing.
I tell you, you gonna make everything a damn event.
Listen, he deserved it.
That's cool.
He was the best dog we've ever had.
The only dog we had.
We had 2 dogs. Remember,
they were like for like a month and like.
Okay, but we still had them.
But they weren't.
We had 2 Pomeranians. We had 2 Pomeranians.
We didn't get to. They didn't become
Puff
part of the
Daddy
family.
and Cocoa Puff.
Right.
Oh, okay. They got. I know. Puff
But
Daddy and
then
Cocoa Puff.
he wasn't even did it
2
back then.
Pomeranians.
They were Puff Daddy back then.
Yeah. There were 2 Pomeranians. They were bad though. God. Not Puff Daddy, but Cocoa Puff was bad. He chewed holes in the walls and chewed up all the wood in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It was a little bit itself. But yeah, so R.I.P. to Buster. We buried him in our backyard.
Yeah.
Biscuit tried to dig him up a little bit, so that's a little concerning.
So we really got like a little pet cemetery going on back there now.
Hey.
I can hear my mama now.
Phoebe deserves.
You already know. I can hear my mama now.
Phoebe deserves her space too. We buried Phoebe back there. Yes, Phoebe was 19, but either way, God gave Buster what he promised. They say 70 years.
He got his 70.
He got
what is it?
extra 7.
What is it?
It's 70
3
years.
scores and something, whatever it is. Yeah.
I don't know, but he was loved. I thank God that he gave us the time to, love on him up until it was time for us to decide to do it. And God kind of forced my hand with that too, because I was gonna hold on, honey. He was just a little bag of bones. He was just a little skeleton. I didn't care.
Yeah, but
he's
was,
still eating.
And I'm still mad at who said your friend that said that called him a bag of bones. I'm still mad at her for saying that. I ain't gonna say her name on here, but you where the camera, you know who you are. Who said that?
And I was just holding him around. It was just a little skeleton. I didn't care.
Yeah. But it was, it was time because I just hated to see him, blind.
Yeah, he was
and,
struggling.
Bumping into everything. He was so frail, walking.
And Biscuit didn't care. He didn't give a damn.
Jumping on his head and face. And, yeah.
He like, let's play.
Right. But speaking of Biscuit, again, I think it was good on my part to go ahead and get Biscuit into the fold.
It was. That was a great decision.
Because I think y'all would have fell apart if
oh my gosh.
Biscuit wasn't there.
I know we would have fell apart.
Yeah.
We would have fell apart. I would have been at that puppy dream place talking about, well, so let's put it on the credit card.
Right.
Let's get a puppy. It's
Right.
$2,500, but it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're gonna get Buster a sibling.
Yeah, that's like coming up.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
boy.
Yep. So stay tuned to that.
So we're gonna get what we getting?
Whatever.
We getting a pit?
Heck no. We're not getting no dirt pit. We're gonna get something small like biscuit or smaller. We can figure it out.
Something else to try not to step on.
And we're gonna love them. You're gonna love them still. Don't be act like you don't be loving on them. You be loving on them.
You be catching me.
Yep. But yeah, R.I.P. to Buster. But also, we lost some people. We got a whole list. Oh my gosh. Who should we mention first? Who went first? You know what? I feel like not Rich Homie Quan. I feel like Fat Man Scoop died first.
Yeah, because I think you told me about it. I kind of.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Fat Man Scoop. He died on stage. You know, I try to look at the silver linings of things. And I said, this man died doing what he loved. I mean, he literally fell out after he got the crowd hype. And that was the last.
It was like a comedy show or something?
No. It was a show. It was like a music. It was like a, I don't know who the artist was. Or
was he like a hype man for somebody?
Yeah, he like a hype man. I don't know. I don't know if he was a hype man for somebody, but I'm sure they used him a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know a whole lot about Fat Man Scoop, but I just know the man died doing what he loved. Yeah. And what more can you ask?
For sure.
Also, we lost Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah, that's sad.
And it's just sad that these babies keep dying from these overdoses.
Yeah.
I'm just so sick of that. Yeah. I mean, I'm so tired of that.
Because I saw one little story. They were like, his brother found him like late that night, like 3 a.m, on the floor by the kitchen with food in his mouth. And he just picked him up and put him on the couch. And so, but I think they were saying he kind of like had a history of, some heavy drug use before or whatever. So, and this is what people were saying, speculating, like it's something like this, it might have happened before, and so they were just like,
they just thought he was gonna be
routine,
okay.
Right.
Because they said his, I guess it was his baby's mother.
Right.
But she said when she was about to take her son to school, she just put a blanket over
on him. Right.
And then when she came back, she realized he was still not moving.
Right. So like I said, so when I heard the part about his brother had found him earlier that night and just put him on the couch, so he had been there for a while, but they to them it was just like, let me get him up,
Yeah, because he'd been there before.
Right.
I mean, that happens. Yeah. That's kind of how, my ex's brother died. I think it was kind of like, the norm. Let's get him in bed, things happen, but yeah, that was sad. And then we lost James Earl Jones, which he was 93 again.
But he's still such a prominent figure in modern, old and not as much as the newer, but like in our generation, like he's one of the prominent, black male actors and figures. He was always kind of like to me, you always saw him in he was just like a strong presence.
And then that booming voice.
That's what I'm saying. Even the voice, and even when he was playing a silly role or whatever, like he was still commanding. Like even like so one of my favorite line of his is in Coming to America when they at the wedding and they all the people waiting. He like, let them wait. I'm talking to my son. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I love that line. And it might just be the father son. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's just one of the moments that like always stick out in my mind about him. For him to deliver that line in a comedic way, but it was still like
powerful.
You're like, yeah, all right, we're gonna wait. How long you say we're gonna wait? So.
And then Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's so interesting? He sold his voice to AI before he died. So I thought that was interesting, but also I'm sure, his family will benefit from that.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I know people criticize AI, but he actually was an actor that sold his voice. And it's like, who wouldn't? So I think Star Wars will use it in the future. I think that's who he sold it to, was Star Wars.
Because even then, for him being Darth Vader, Darth Vader, like.
I never knew it was Darth, honey. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I had to correct it, because somebody was
Today years old, honey.
Yeah, Darth.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Never knew that.
But yeah, so that role, that's such a prominent role, but even some of his older roles and some of his Broadway stuff, like he got like Emmys and I guess Tony Awards and even got a Grammy. He's in the Baseball Hall of Fame for his speech or monologue he did in some baseball movies. Like he's like.
Yeah, but again, he died doing what he loved. He was still a working actor, even at his age. 93?
93.
Come on now. That's a blessing in itself. So we lost James Earl Jones. And then we lost Frankie Beverly. Moment of silence. And I told you that we should have went to Essence.
I
was
told you could have gone.
to get there. No,
I wasn't gonna go.
You.
You could have gone.
And I said, Walter, we going to Essence. I knew this call was coming.
Right, and what I say, you can go, but it's not. I
couldn't
can't
find nobody to go with me.
Then.
I'm so mad. Something told me go to Essence. But the first person I called was April.
Of course,
as if it was like it was her uncle. And she said everybody was calling. I said I had to call April first, but yeah, R.I.P. Frankie Beverly, and and again he did it. He did what he loved. Up until the day he died.
Yep.
What more can you ask for?
Well, that's it. That's about it. Can I tell this quick story?
Please.
So we are, and this is kind of comfortable. So we're actually sitting here right now because of Frankie Beverly.
Explain.
Let me explain. So we went to the Essence Festival, 97 for 3-4 years, and of course back then they were, always the show headliner and closer. And so, we'd be young teenagers, and I had heard the music before, because my parents would play it around the house, whatever, but I wasn't familiar with them. But to be in the New Orleans Superdome at the Essence Festival and see Frankie Beverly and Maze, plenty acts in the music industry had been up, all 3 nights, great shows, everybody was enthusiastic, but when them boys came up and everybody in there stood up and was dancing, and just...
Were they in all white?
Of course.
Okay.
He was, of course. I don't know if the whole band was, but he was.
No, but the crowd usually...
Oh, no.
Oh, they wasn't doing anything? Okay.
But just to see the way the whole place was singing, and just the feeling and the love and excitement and just energy that they brought. And I never forget, they panned, I turned around and they show the lights, and they got the spotlight going around, and just looking around and just seeing, every single person in there just up and dancing and having a good time. It's like I had never experienced anything like that, but at that moment, I really understood and felt the power of music
yes.
and how it can touch people and move people and be that force. So
I'm there now. Just going back, I'm
there.
there.
Shout out to Frankie Beverly.
I'm telling you, and I was blessed to see him several times at Essence, and I still feel that time. It was just.
It's just good music. It's just good. It's good timeless music. That's the thing about when you have music that sounds good sonically, but it also has a cool little, not message, but just a cool, because they were all about, just love and kind of unity and just happy feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like golden time of day, all this stuff is that's just good feeling, so, yeah.
I remember these people was behind me, and I know people are like that. People don't like to stand up at concerts, and I get it. But I'm sorry, I'm not that person. I know anybody that's ever been to a show with me.
You and your big hair, you're going to be blocking everybody's view.
I don't care. Anybody that knows me or been to a show with me, or any artist that knows me, because there's some artists that know me. And they know me because they know I'm not going to sit down. I'm going to stand up. If don't nobody else show you they love you, you will know I do. I'm going to show all the love. I'm going to stand up there and I'm going to sing every song. I'm going to do all the routines if I know them. And I'm going to show you so much love. So it was just a good time.
Yeah.
And I want to say did I meet Frankie Beverly? I know I went to an all-white party. You remember the year of Common? I went to an after party with them, all white. I feel like I met him. I don't know. That was a long night.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
We don't have to rehash right now. Y'all just know I came home when the sun was coming up. My phone had died. Walter's already mad because he was like, "Why you going out?" I said, "I'm not going by myself. I'm going to the casino. I'm gonna meet my friend Kathy. I'm gonna be all right."
That sound like some buzzy now.
Baby, somebody, a time was had. A time was had.
That's all right. We're gonna talk after this. Don't
You remember he brought me that poster?
Don't you worry.
He was like, anyway.
I did what?
He brought me a poster.
A poster?
Of Common.
Oh.
So yeah, Essence was always a time.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't know, I've been going to Essence since I was going to Essence every year since 98,
No.
99.
No.
I was 19 the first time I went to Essence.
Did we go? Did you
go? No. The first year I went with Shanae Finch. Her
Her
and her boyfriend. Shout out to Shanae, R.I.P. Shanae and Sid and me and Elena. That was my first year going to Essence.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I can't remember that.
Yeah, and we've been going ever since.
So why didn't I go that year?
I don't know. I mean,
I think maybe we had kind of stopped going for a minute until we started going.
You had stopped going there and we started going together.
That's what I'm saying. We started going together.
Yeah, because I would go with or without you. Either be a girls trip or be a couples trip. Remember?
Whatever.
But every year we was going.
Yeah.
Well, I was going. But anyway, rest in peace to all those that we lost. It was a lot, though, man.
Did we name them all? Yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I don't know. Some more things kind of went down. God, it's so much. We cannot cover everything. So, what do you want to talk about next? The debates?
Well, that had just happened. Didn't anything else happen?
Before then?
Yeah, before that? No, I guess not.
Since we...
Okay. Well, you want to talk about the debate?
Yeah, let's talk about the debate.
Okay.
Since that's fresh on our minds. I knew that it was going to be... I knew it was going to be entertaining. Let's just say that. I just knew it. And so I had my popcorn ready. I had my food ready. And we were just ready to be entertained.
Not informed, but entertained.
Oh, yes. Hell yeah. Who yeah. Because, I mean, I definitely want to see what...
I'm just going to mess with you.
Yeah.
I saw what you mess with you.
I definitely want to see what Kamala had to say because I haven't been paying attention to like any real interviews that she does.
Well, she hadn't really done a whole lot. That's like a...
Yeah. And, so I was interested to see what she had to say. And, I'm voting for her anyway. I don't care what she says. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but I don't care what she says. I'm not voting for Trump. But it was just interesting, and I'm sure you'll give your perspective on it. It was just so interesting on how disrespectful he was. I mean, it just clearly shows you that, to me, that Trump hates women. The fact that he didn't seem like he wanted to shake her hand, and she had to come up to him and like shake his hand. But he got. He fell for all the little triggers. He fell for it all. But he did that because of his ego, and he probably couldn't believe that he was debating with a woman. That's what I think. But what do you think? How did you feel about it?
I mean, I felt like it was good to kind of finally see her, step into that presidential candidate role and kind of really show that, she can stand up there and, do what she needs to do.
And hang with the big boys.
Yeah. I wasn't surprised by his actions. He does. He's on par for what he does, and just it's just the difference in the rhetoric. Like she was pointing out, like he's all about. It just seems like everything is all about
same old
thing. Divisiveness. Stirring up shit. Kind of keeping that type of thing energy going. Where she's more about let's move on. Let's turn the page. Let's get to some better ground and things like that. And he's just. He's stuck in his ways. And then for him to really, the thing for me was like, the whole time he never even looked over there at her, what I'm saying? So like that,
disrespect.
Right, that wasn't no type of strategy or nothing. That was just the disrespect of him not even wanting to acknowledge her or, look at her. And just, I'm sure feeling like she doesn't belong up there on the stage with him, but...
Yeah. But he really gives off the appearance of, putting all the racist... things aside, he just seems like the angry old man. Yeah. And it's like, who wants to go through that again?
Right.
Who wants, and you even worse than he was before. Yeah. He's just an angry old man. And it's like, what are you talking about? Then he just started pulling stuff out of his ass. And then he was talking about the woman eating the dog, the Haitian woman eating the dog. And I'm like, even if there was one incident of that, right? Why would you put that out there as if that's happening all over the country?
Well, because that's one of his points against her is the immigration thing, right?
But still, that's stupid. He made himself look even more retarded.
And this the thing is, and I was talking to somebody, some people believe it. I had an argument with somebody the other day.
They believe it, but that's an isolated incident. It ain't like everybody eating, I watched the video, you showed me. And that woman probably was eating that cat.
Right. But I'm saying.
But she was mentally ill. She was American.
Exactly. But everybody's not going to do their research. Everybody's not going to even think that what he's saying is not true. So you got a lot of people that as soon as he say it, bam, they like, yeah, that's true. Let me send this to the people that, they start, people sending me.
But he was just sounding ridiculous though. It's like, when you said that they killing babies after they born, like what?
Right.
Like this is supposed to be the leader of our country.
Yeah. Well,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And it's sad. I think some people would choose that versus saying having to vote for a woman or a woman of color or anything like that. So that's the scary part about what we living in and dealing with. Like some people, regardless of how crazy it sounds, they still would rather have that or vote for that than something else or some type of change or something. So
one thing, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, and as always, encourage people to vote. Politics is important, all of that, but there's only so much that that we can necessarily do on our end. So we do the best we can for our folks and our family, and
Well, at this point, we just have to think about who's representing our country for us. And I feel like Trump is a laughingstock around the globe. And I feel like the United States is ready for a woman president. And I'm just going to tell you my take on it, right? As a black woman, and she is considered African-American because she has a drop of black in her. But the United States is a very diverse country. And I think just like Barack did, she represents the diversity of this country. Mm-hmm. She's not just black. Mm-hmm. But the United States is not just white and black either. We are a melting pot of people. And so for him to always be focusing on stuff like that, it's like, what are you doing? And then when they talk about making America great again, who are we making it great for? Let's go back and tell us when it was good for us. Mm-hmm. Or was it just good for a rich white man? I mean, let's just be clear.
Right.
But I'm gonna say this though. Why I have hope in Kamala is because if you look at history and you look at just business, if you pay attention to business like I do, and a lot of my clients are, corporate business women, when they find people to come fix their companies, they're usually putting black women
That's what
at
I told
the top.
you the other day. I said white people love black women to come fix
They
shit.
come fix all the shit.
Yeah. But it's and I told dude I told somebody that's because I told somebody this yesterday. Like it's really in their DNA or their history or their upbringing.
Yes.
For black women to fix it or caretakers or
they care for their children.
Right.
They care for them.
Care for them, right.
And now they know that women are intelligent, and not just black women. Women are intelligent. And they bring women in to fix y'all messes.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Yeah. We'll see. I personally think she's gonna win.
We'll see.
But let's move on.
Yep.
We'll talk too much about politics. So what's next on the docket, honey?
Football season started.
Who cares? But yeah. Oh, I do care. The only thing I care about is the halftime show. I just want to know when Super Bowl is. That's all I care about. I don't care about getting up to Super Bowl. I just need to know when the Super Bowl is so I can be there to watch Kendrick perform. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I care about.
Evidently, yeah.
That's all I care about.
Do you think he should be performing?
As a fan, I love that he's performing.
But
I just don't know if people are very familiar with his catalog. He's very black.
Does he have a halftime show?
So this is the thing.
Catalog?
If he brings out people, like he can bring out Rihanna, he can bring out what other song he had with somebody that was popular? What's that guy? Is it Rihanna's husband?
Is it ASAP? I don't think
ASAP?
I don't think so.
I mean, he has a good collab.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But that's not
I mean, was Jay-Z at that one time?
Dr. Dre.
Oh, Dr. Dre. They did it.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, we're going to embrace it because it's Kendrick.
Right.
He is hot right now. And
do you think it's just because he's hot right now?
Possibly, for sure.
Because I was listening, I don't know, were you listening to something or something I heard they were talking about because they were saying it should have been maybe Drake or, Lil Wayne.
Okay, but that's the thing. Would I pick Lil Wayne over Kendrick? Heck no. I don't want to see Lil Wayne. Yes, Lil Wayne got some bops, he got some hits, and yes, it's in New Orleans. But if I have to choose between Lil Wayne and Kendrick, I'm going to choose Kendrick, hands down. But Kendrick could bring him out. Kendrick could bring him out.
But
he can bring Beyonce out if he wanted to.
He can bring anybody out. At this point, he can bring Drake out. Shit, at this point,
hey,
Drake
I
might
wasn't
come
gonna
out
say
there
that.
and mess with him.
Poor Drake.
I know.
Poor Drake.
He just turned it.
If they say, because they say the white people love not like us.
Yeah.
And it's all you need.
Everybody loves it. I mean, it's a.
But if they start singing poor Drake,
of course they gonna sing it.
they gonna sing a diss track on national television.
Absolutely.
With
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like
somebody
he's
checked
gonna
on Drake. Has somebody checked on Drake? I ain't seen Drake. Is he in hiding?
He probably cooking up some music. I don't know.
Oh baby, this is hard.
But the point, but Lil Wayne, I would rather see. Now I like if I had to listen to one of them, if I had to pick one, I'm gonna pick Kendrick Lamar. I like Lil Wayne too.
I don't even like the way Lil Wayne looks. I can't even look at his little gremlin
you
self.
gotta look at him.
I do have to look at him.
Okay, but the point I'm making, before a halftime show, I would, and in New Orleans, I would probably prefer to see Lil Wayne.
Why?
Lil Wayne got some hits.
He got hits, but he looks crazy and he's not entertaining. Do you remember Kendrick's show in Paris?
I understand.
He's a great performer. Like he puts on a show. He puts on almost like when Kanye in his heyday. He puts on a show.
I understand that. Have you ever seen Lil Wayne in concert?
I ain't gotta see Lil Wayne.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I haven't either. I haven't seen him either. But as I think
he like a gremlin though.
He does. But I think about that. It was like somebody said him and Jay-Z trying to see who could look like Whoopi Goldberg the fastest.
That's all right.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Lil Wayne perform.
Well, bring him out. Bring him out. Let him do a little bop.
But I think they were saying because it wouldn't be the Hot Boys, like
right. And that's the thing. What's happening with them? Why they not?
Yeah, they got
why
that
Lil
whole
Wayne
thing
and all?
going.
Big Babe. What about
him and Baby not on? They not cool
what
right now. I
happened?
don't know. It's probably over some money.
You supposed to know these things.
It's just like somebody told me, they were like, man, you should vote for Trump. He free Lil Wayne or Kodak Black. I'm like,
who gives a damn about that?
That don't make no damn sense.
Who cares?
Right. But anyway.
Ooh.
I know.
Anyway.
But yeah, Kendrick Lamar will be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm excited about Kendrick doing it
and
because he blackity black, and I would love to see all of the blackness. It's just a blackity black halftime show.
Yep. Where's
and
the camera?
I love it.
The Eagles will be there. The Cowboys won't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's put that on there.
I don't know about. I know Eagles is your favorite team, right? Okay, I knew that.
You got that part.
And Anna be trying to. Anna be talking about sports.
She's a fan.
I
She
be like, what?
Because she watches the little Nickelodeon. Because I'm telling you, the NFL, not only did they branch out into whatever Taylor Swift world is,
oh yeah,
they also do Nickelodeon shows where they have kids like broadcasting at the NFL games and kids watching the games. So they building a whole new generation of fans. So now they on top.
Well, they missed me, and they definitely missed me with Taylor, with the kid.
But they getting you with the halftime shows.
I mean, yeah, of course, but I've always been a halftime show fan.
No. Just because, like even dude was saying, what you listen to today, and that's the point I was gonna make.
When it started being black.
Exactly.
So they got me with that. Yeah, you're right.
Because it used to be.
They got me with the music.
It used to be Bruce Springsteen and name somebody else.
I don't know.
Elton
Prince.
John.
But I liked Prince doing it. Prince. I don't remember any white acts. They're not memorable.
Because we didn't watch. Exactly. It's just like the dude said, what was that this morning you listened to?
Kevin
Yeah, so just like you said, that was time for us to get up and go do whatever, We weren't
I
watching
know,
the
babe.
halftime show
I
like
wasn't
that.
studying no halftime show.
Right.
But yeah, once it started being black,
Yeah.
then I'm like, I'm all in.
All in, yeah.
I'm all in. And entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like everybody loves hip hop. Everybody loves black music. It's a universal thing.
Yeah.
So it entertains everyone. But speaking of sports, it's a great segue into your boy, Shannon Sharp.
My boy, why gotta be my boy? I like saying it too.
Unc is what they call him.
Old Unc.
Yeah.
I watch almost every morning on First Take. Yeah, Unc is crazy.
What was he doing, y'all?
I'm
What was he doing?
I'm
trying to prove he ain't gay.
That's God damn it.
I'm trying to prove he ain't gay.
That's the part I'm like, damn, he really trying to prove that he ain't gay.
But you know what? Like me and my clients say, just because you sleep with a woman don't mean you ain't gay. And I ain't saying the man gay, y'all. I'm not.
Yeah, I ain't saying
I'm not. But I'm just saying you having sex with a woman does not prove to us as women that you ain't gay.
Yeah.
Nigga, you could be sleeping with a woman tonight and a man tomorrow.
I just wasn't buying.
So.
I wasn't buying the live Instagram live mistake.
What the guy say? Instagram live is a 2-step process.
Oh, right.
So how you mistakenly jump on live? Nah, bruh.
Yeah. And I think I heard it, that was my first time listening to it when you played a minute ago. But you know, of course they got all type of jokes. They were like, he need to be all that weightlifting he doing. He be doing some cardio. He breathing hard.
Oh my God, you doing all that talking? I mean, I'm sure people talk, but Jesus, you doing that? You want to make sure that you know I'm in some pussy, okay?
Yeah, I think he was.
It was an act.
I think it was. Yeah, he trying to. Cause then he came right out and he like, you know, my stuff got hacked or something. Like, ain't nobody.
And then he came back. He could have stayed with the hack story.
He changed that?
I mean, he said he ended up saying he did it by mistake.
Oh, okay.
But first he said he was hacked. Then he said he did it by accident.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why why not stick with the hack story?
Right.
I would have believed it.
Right. And again, you know, some people say, I mean, it's not illegal to have sex. Like it's a natural thing. You
Because
know.
who asked me that? It was like, what's gonna happen to him? I'm like, what can happen to him?
Yeah,
He's a grown man.
Right.
But
I think it might have been he probably trying to prove something.
Well, honey, I hope he proved his point.
But the thing about it, regardless, we talking about him.
Yep.
Folks gonna be watching the show.
He's staying relevant.
This shit running up right now. You know what I'm saying?
Relevant.
So.
And I'm about to unfollow him. When I tell you, he got a show every minute, every day I pop up Shannon Sharp. I was like, oh gosh, that's a lot. I can't even keep up with the content.
So he does his own. He does Shake. He got the nightcap with Chad Ochocinco. He on there with Stephen A. Smith, the dude be talking to sports in the morning. Like he be on
a lot.
He on a lot. Yeah.
He's on a lot. But shout out to Shannon Sharp, honey. Do your thing.
Yeah. I think last thing about sports, we got these Grizzlies about to pop back out.
All right.
We got our man Ja back. I'm looking forward to a great season.
Are we gonna go to a game?
Yeah. So me and you probably gonna go because I was telling the girls that their ballet schedule overlaps with game time right now. So it might be some weekend games for them, but some weekday games. It's gonna be some pickup arrangements made, and Daddy gonna be at some games. Yeah.
Oh, we or Daddy?
We, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, man.
Us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you can make it. Yeah.
Okay. Because who's in there now? I heard oh, never mind. I ain't going to mention that company that's in there now. But is Slim and Huskies there still?
I guess. Are they still hanging around?
Are they still here? Yeah. I think their pizza's still in the... I go for the food.
But you know what?
I go for the food.
You know what I don't like?
What?
And if somebody's listening, y'all can correct this. When they had a pizza, they only had like one flavor, like one or two.
They have three.
Three. I need to be able to get my selection. I need to get the salmon.
Oh, baby. They may not bring the salmon up there to the forum. But the ones they do have up there are great.
They got like cheese and pepperoni.
No, it's another one because I got it.
Barbecue. That's
Is it barbecue chicken?
Yeah. And nobody wants that.
I ate
nobody
that one.
like Tim. You don't like barbecue chicken pizza, do you? Hey, see, thank you.
You don't or do? See?
Ah, shit.
See, it's a good pizza. Baby, I go for the food, okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm all in if I can get my food and I'm situated and I'm settled.
Because you have no interest in the game, period. Right.
Unless they're cute. Any cute players, I want to watch them. But if they're not, the sports kind of give me anxiety. If I really focus in on the sports, and then somebody's down a 2 point, it's too much.
That's the beauty of it. Get you going, get you into it.
I'm at an age now, my big age. I don't need that much excitement in my life right now. I need to stay calm at all times. Because I had this post I just posted. It said a mom has 382 tabs open in her brain. And that's true.
That's true.
And so.
How many do dads have open?
2.
No.
3.
No.
3.
No.
Let's see. Your tab is who I got to pick up today, what time I got to get to the gym, and what time I need to do studio. That's your tabs.
What time I got to schedule this podcast? What time I got to edit this podcast? What time I got to mix this record?
I'm not talking about the work within the studio. I'm just talking about your tabs.
I know, period.
To be open.
Right.
That's your tab. Studio, pick up, gym. Oh, me.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Me every now and then.
You the main tab. You always open.
Whatever. But yeah. But you know what? Speaking of that, let's talk about that. You know, this is Beauty Beats and Balance, right?
Come on with it.
And I ran into an old friend of mine that I used to work with when I was younger. We worked at Foot Action together. So you know, it was back in the day. And he was talking about how him and his wife, they got 2 kids too, a boy and a girl though. Same age our kids. And he talked about how they now work. Well, she works from home now. No, she doesn't work anymore. She homeschools.
Okay.
So they're homeschooling the kids, and he works from home.
Oh, wow.
He was like, we about to kill each other.
Oh, no, that's a lot.
I said, baby, I already know. And I said,
away.
one thing that works for us, and I may bitch and complain every now and then about it, but the distance works.
Yeah.
The distance makes that heart grow fonder, baby. Because if we worked at home together, we'll get divorced every week. Every week.
I agree.
Because, baby, please go your way and I go mine.
Yeah.
And then we meet up in the middle with these kids. Because
That's
it is a struggle.
It is, yeah. So, I can imagine doing that all the time.
Man,
yeah.
if y'all want to know the key, let's look at the camera. If y'all want to know the key to this marriage, it's distance.
Distance. Yes. Get some distance in there for sure.
And and I love it. I love that we can kind of, just like this morning, we kind of had this connection.
We did, didn't
and we wish we had more time, but we didn't.
we? Yeah.
But we're going to revisit it.
Yeah.
Because I love that kind of feeling like, oh, I want him. Oh, I miss him. Oh. And then when I get him, it's like, okay. When you going to the studio?
Right. See you next time.
Until you going too much, and I'm like, where you at?
Exactly.
It's a great balance we have to find.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily want you in my face, but I need you in my space. That was great.
But it's good. It makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Because I tell people all the time, you just want to be able to look over there and see I'm there.
See you.
That's it.
I just need to feel you in my space.
And you could be on your phone, watching something totally different,
I don't care.
whatever. You just want to
I just need you there.
see that I'm there.
I just need to see you there. That's it.
Yep. I know. That's all it is.
That's the key to a good marriage, y'all.
But I'm not the only one. I hear guys, they complain about that all the time. Like, this is all they just want them there in their face.
Yeah, just want you there. You ain't got to talk to me. But it was an interesting thing that I was going to bring up for this episode was that, you have women, of course, I'm about to be 45 this year.
45? Where,
45, baby.
Where?
I don't know. Because Sophie asked me and my baby sisters. No, honey, but thank you. Anyway. They talk about women who are in their like 30s or older and how, that's when they start thinking, oh my gosh, I need a man. I need, Well, it was a discussion about a woman that said any woman over 30 or 35, I think, that say they don't want a man is lying. And so you had these women come into the comments like, I'm happy. I love going home to my dog. I don't want the stress of a man. And I just thought that was a very interesting subject because it's like, just like we talked about the distance, I absolutely love my independence. I mean, within the marriage, you are definitely not the type of dude that's like, where you at? What you doing? Right. I need you here. No. And that's why we work. And I'm not like that with you, But I don't like the idea of women, and I may get some slack for this, and I don't care. But I don't like how women will celebrate, I hate to say it sounds harsh, but celebrate loneliness. Because that's kind of what it is. I'm not saying you're lonely, but I just feel like in this world, you need a partner. whatever that partner may look like.
Yeah.
But you need a partner. And I know some women have really good friends and really strong friendships, and that's fine. And maybe because I've been with you since I was 19, and I'm just that kind of girl. I'm just a person that likes being with somebody. But it's like everybody still needs somebody to hold them sometimes, in my opinion.
Some type of companion or something.
Yeah, somebody needs a companion, somebody to sit and drink a cup of coffee with, or wake up next to somebody and just, bounce off some ideas for the day. I mean, I just feel like you need something. Because I feel like once you get into this mode of being by yourself, you start to create these habits and these ways about yourself where at some point nobody really want to deal with you because
you're so used to being by yourself. Right.
And it's like you become very, especially in the older years, right? So I guess back to that age bracket, I do feel like once you get into your 30s and into your 40s, but definitely well into your 30s, into your 40s, you start to figure out ways that you love about yourself. You start setting your ways, right? This is how you like to live. Right. And if you live in a certain way, it's hard for you to bring someone into that space. Okay. And I know women do it all the time. Women start relationships new all the time in their 30s and 40s. But to say, I'm happy like this, you may be, right? I'm not discounting anybody that doesn't like being alone. But I don't know if I necessarily believe it all the time. Like, you may like being by yourself, just like I like having my time, right? When you're not here. But I also love that you're gonna come home at some point. Right. But it's like, today you feel whole and complete with just yourself. And I feel complete and whole by myself, right?
Yeah.
But I do want you. Right. I love that I have a husband. I love that I have a companion. And I hate to hear that because we are going into this phase of the world where I feel like we're losing the importance of marriage and we're losing the importance of having that companionship. And it's like, where are we going from here? We got. Then the crazy part is though, all these people like being by themselves, but they damn sure have a kid. Y'all love being by yourself, but y'all have a baby. It's like, and not saying you can't raise a baby by yourself. Please believe I know you can. I personally don't like it. I didn't like being a single mom for a week. But yes, you can do it. But why do you choose to do it alone? I feel like we're losing with social media and the phones and AI and we're losing community. And that's a step that I think we're leading to. Is like when you say, I don't mind being by myself, I don't need to be nobody. Where's community? We need community. We need moms and grandmas and granddads and uncles and aunties, and we need all these things. We can't have that if y'all don't want to be with nobody. So it's just a little scary.
Well,
how do you feel? So I say that to say, women have this conversation all the time, but do men have that conversation? Do men say, man, it's time for me to get a woman? Because, y'all would go out and play all day long, until y'all into y'all 50s, and then finally about to die and say, I need a woman to take care of me now. My dang-a-lang ain't working like it used to.
I feel like, we had them conversations, and it's kind of like... It's kind of like on the same line. Like, I think when a man gets to a certain age, or maturity or experience or whatever, they want to have a family, or they understand the importance of, having a family or a companion or somebody they can go home to that's the same person. It ain't a different person that's coming with, different baggage.
Same person. That's,
you know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying it's not the same. You're not dealing with somebody else's baggage, this person's baggage.
Oh,
she got something going on.
I thought you meant like not a different woman every night.
No, I'm saying so. But like we talk about, and they get to the point, or some guys get to the point where that's what they want, or that's what they're looking for. They not happy with going out to the bar and the club all the time and dealing with different women and stuff. Right. Like so it's just a matter of maturity and I guess, or what you want out of life. Some dudes, they mature themselves and they just don't want to deal with a woman. See, some guys, because some dudes, they just might not want to deal with the stresses of a relationship, because a relationship can be stressful as hell.
I feel like I understand what you're saying, but and I guess what I have to go back to is, what research shows is that the most successful men in the world do have a wife.
But that's not what you asked me. You just asked about me. You didn't say
Well,
the most
no, I
successful
know, but
men.
I'm just saying you talking about a man that's kind of about his business and don't want to deal with a relationship. But research shows that really men live longer when they have a wife, and they're more successful in business when they have a wife.
Right. But not all the time. I'm
No,
just saying.
not all the time, but I'm just saying,
I agree.
generally speaking.
I tell people all the time, like, yeah, I'm glad I have you because, yeah, like you've been a great plus to me and what I got going. You know what I'm saying? And so you help.
You are who you are because of me.
Yes, right. So, but.
No, just wait.
No, but that's
no,
real.
I'm
though.
not. I'm not. But that's real. But it's the same with you.
Right. But see, some people don't. If they never experienced that or they don't know nothing about that, then they might not see the value in that or see that at all. And again, I think some men just like to have their independent relationship. When you're in a relationship, you give up, and not independent, but you give up your right to say, I'm gonna do the fuck I want to do because I want to do it.
Well, a lot of men do what the fuck they want to do when they married too.
But I'm saying, right, but successful marriages, you can't say that.
True that.
You can do it to an extent, but then you can't say that. So some men just don't want to bow down or relinquish that power, period. And so they would rather have that power or control over their life than...
Yeah, but until they're way into their 50s and they looking for a wife now because they need somebody to...
Right, well...
Well, I'm just saying that's what I've seen. I'm not saying that that's the norm, but just what I've seen is that men get to a certain age and they're like, oh, well, I done played all this time. And now don't really nobody want me.
But then,
so
but
let
on
me
the flip
find a
side,
wife.
To the flip side, I know some men, they got married young and they've been in relationships all their life and they like, ain't no way I'm ever...
I have heard that too. I have heard that too.
I'm better rolling like this than.
But I feel like they just married the wrong people.
Huh?
I just don't want people to give up on relationships because I feel like a lot of people are giving up on relationships. They like ain't nothing out here, but it is. And maybe you need to see what you're attracting to you. You know what I mean? Like what you put out there, men or women, what you put out there is what you're gonna get back. Mm-hmm. So if you're getting back trash. Maybe you trash. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to call names, but you have to look back. You have to step back and say, okay, why? Just basically say, is it me? You know, all the relationships can't be failing because the people are bad. Maybe you bad. Mm. Maybe you need some fixing. Maybe you need some therapy. Mm. You know? So, I don't know. Just don't give up, y'all. It's love out here. Mm-hmm. It's love out here. Take it from us. Mm-hmm. Even though people are like, we're just rare. We're rare that we've been together so long and still love each other.
Yeah, it is rare.
But it's love out here, y'all. And I feel like our kids need community. Our children need community. And that's really what it's about. Yeah. What the kids need. And a lot of people are selfish. We're selfish people. Mm. I can be a little selfish in certain things, but not when it comes to my kids, with our kids. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we gotta think about the youth. We gotta think about the people that's coming up behind us. Right. What examples are we setting?
Well, I think all we can do is what we can do. You can't control everybody else, so we continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah, we just try to be a good example.
The people that that we inspire or affect, then we've done our job. Everybody else, they find it where they find it.
Well, I hope y'all listening. Mm-hmm. This is coming from a 26 year. How long you been together?
Something like that.
Somewhere in the 20s.
I stopped counting.
We've been together for a long time. Mm-hmm. And we just know it works. You know, it works. But it takes work.
It takes work to make it work. Right.
But it works. Mm-hmm. And it works for the greater good, you know. And again, you have to, you may not care about those things, listening. You may not care about those things, but we care about those things. I care about those things deeply.
Yep. All right.
But anyway, moving on. Mm-hmm. We just had to talk about something dealing with love. What else we got?
That's about it, huh? What else we got?
We talked about the debate. Oh, you know what? Okay, another thing that I want to talk about too that I heard somebody say on a podcast, because y'all know I love me some podcasts. And this guy said something very interesting. He said, every relationship you have is transactional. And that sounds very harsh, but it's so true when I thought about it. Do you agree?
What you mean by transactional?
Exactly. You have to look at it like the way he said it. So basically he was saying like every relationship is going to be give and take. I'm not going to love on you, just you as my husband. I'm not going to love on you and be all the greatest wife that I can be if I don't think I'm going to get something in return from you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yes, anything, yeah. So in that case, everything is
transactional. Every relationship is transactional. And and I don't know why that was such an aha moment for me, because even with friendships, even in business, in marriages, in children, every relationship is transactional.
Yeah. So I agree, yeah.
So you have to think about, what are you bringing to the table to every relationship that you have in your life, whether it be personal or business. And you have to wonder why people cut you off or why people are drawn to you. You know, what are you giving? Because you have to give something.
Yeah.
You know? So I thought that was very interesting too.
That is. That's a good point. I'm always giving.
You are. What? Tell me what you give.
Huh?
Tell me what you give.
It doesn't have to be, what's understood don't have to be said. I'm always giving.
See, that's the thing. If you ask me what I give, I can give you a whole list of what I give.
Ain't nobody ask you.
But you make it so general. I do it all. What do you do?
I ain't say I do it all.
No, I'm just saying general. You'll say, I do it all. What do you do? I do everything. What do you do? Everything. List it. I be needing receipts. Bam.
You know.
I know.
Yep.
I do know. I do know what you give, and I'm just saying, I'm giving an example.
No, but I agree though. Yeah, everything is transactional, and I think the sooner you recognize that in life, the better off and more successful you can be, because you go into any relationship with that in mind. It's not going into it with a malicious intent or trying to take advantage of somebody. It's just knowing,
because that's how you first hear it, right? When you hear that's transactional, you first think, oh, somebody's trying to get over on me. But no, it's like you have to look at like, what do I bring to the table? And I think we've talked about this with business. It's like we have to realize what we bring to the table so that we can have a good relationship with people in business, because it is transactional. What can I give you? And then this is what I want in return. So yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
So that was something that was on my mind too. But anyway, what else we got? How long we been?
A long time.
Oh, okay, so we need to wrap it up. Okay. Well, we've been missing for a long time. We trying to be on schedule and get the people what they need.
I think we're back on schedule. We don't have any
and get the people what they want.
Plan coming up, so I think we're back.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling for my birthday, but I will not be interfering with our podcast schedule.
We're gonna make it work.
We will make it work. But all right.
I think that was good.
Good little talk.
Good little talk back, and get back on this schedule. Stay on schedule.
Okay, Mr. Person. You. It's on you.
I had one little event, and we still tried to do it then. We just couldn't make it work.
I know, but I'm trying to get people to understand that we are serious this time.
Well, we are.
And now they're like, look at them. It's a whole nother week. We ain't seen them again yet.
Please.
Anyway, as always, we thank y'all for listening.
Yep.
We want y'all to subscribe. If y'all like what y'all hear, share.
Keep the comments coming. We like the comments.
Keep the comments coming. Any questions, keep them coming. I think I will end our podcast, continue to end our podcast with love and light. So whenever you're ready, I can say it.
I'm ready.
All right, y'all. Until next time. Oh, but you got to say all the other stuff where they can catch us.
We just said. Oh, well, I mean, follow the page on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share.
We got to get a good ending. We got to get a good ending.
You just said it.
I know, but I'm going to end it with love and light.
Okay, so end. What you mean?
But you got to do all the rest of the stuff. Catch us on Spotify.
We just did, and you just said.
Did we do that?
Yeah, you just said like, subscribe, and follow us. I didn't say. You just said all the like, subscribe, follow us.
I know, but I didn't say what on. You supposed to say.
Okay.
Where we are, what platforms we on.
The same platforms we've been on. We're on YouTube. You can follow the Beauty Beats and Balance
But you got
page
to
on
say
YouTube.
It.
Like we just said.
This may be somebody's first time listening.
follow Beauty Beats and Balance on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Instagram, Beauty Beats and Balance. Facebook, Beauty Beats and Balance.
That's right. And until next time, love and light.